That's hot chocolate, my friends. Whew, it's pretty hot chocolate. Anyways, Endless Space 2. Hello, friends and family. Welcome. My name is Skylent. This is going to be a really chill morning. Yeah, so I had some hot chocolate. Just going to cozy up here, play 4X. Recommended 4X, by the way. So, since I'm not a master of this game yet, master of this genre, or really any strategy games, I think a unique perspective we can take for this first impression is we're just going to go through the tutorial. Hopefully that's fine with you guys. Hopefully you are okay with that. And this is a slower paced game. So we are going to be significantly more chillaxed than in other videos. All right, so Endless Space 2 is a 4X. That basically means that your matches, your sessions, can essentially last an entire day. So for first impressions, it's kind of hard to do videos on these. I don't know if you saw my last video. I'm in the last strategy game, Northgard. I'm not too good at these games, and they're really hard to do first impressions. So hopefully you forgive me. We're going to go through the beginner session here. Now, I do know the basics of the game. I don't know everything, so maybe I still learned something here. But I think this will be a good way to kind of explain what this game is. So for a first look, here we go. But do know I did just put this in top 10. Also, this is the end of the free weekend, so that's over. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it while it lasted. But here we go. Let's hit the beginner. We're going to have a little cinematic, and I will let this play, actually, so you can get a feel for the game's atmosphere. Now, this is going to be just one faction. There's tons of factions that you can play through, and they all have unique stories and play styles. But you're not going to see that yet.
Under the visionary leadership of Emperor Zelivus, we have become a proud and powerful nation. It is time to rise up, grasp our future, and seek our destiny among the stars. Imagine the future that we can build. We shall construct great fleets, send them out to make great discoveries, and through their conquests, secure our place in this rich galaxy. We will discover new sciences and new life. We will greet new peoples and turn them into new patriots. Together, we shall leave our mark on history. For together, we can become anything our hearts desire. Whatever the cost, whatever the effort, let us not shy away from the greatness that is our birthright.
Yeah, you can definitely get a feeling for that, that very American propaganda. This is going to be very, I guess, Earth-like. They're very humanoid. So this is going to be the faction that we're playing as here for the tutorial. However, actually, the tutorial is going to, as you see here, we're going to actually be taking away faction traits. There are some factions that play completely different to others, and this is how it kind of is in a lot of 4Xs, but in the Endless series of games, they take it a step further, especially Endless Legend, which is my favorite 4X so far. So let's go ahead and just read this. In order to ease your transition into the seat of imperial power, some of the usual starting conditions, including unique faction traits, have been temporarily disabled. Once you have gained a better understanding of the game's fundamentals, these features will be re-enabled. So what I'm going to suggest to you, friends, even if you have played a 4X, even if you played one of this company's other 4Xs, I really think you're going to need to play this tutorial. Now, I haven't played the tutorial. I tried to jump into a couple matches, and I failed spectacularly. Frankly, I always do. But this game, it plays a little bit differently, and there's some things that you should just know, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to make sure I have all my bases covered. I thought it would be a really good way to do a first impression by literally doing what you guys are going to be playing when you first go in. So even if you watch this, might be good to watch some other educational videos on YouTube. I'm sure they exist, and maybe replay through this. 4X's strategy games, period, tend to be kind of complicated. So the Endless Galaxy is rich with opportunities, but also dangers. In order to survive this universe, you will need to build a mighty civilization that can conquer powerful foes. Keep in mind, though, there are multiple win conditions. You don't actually need to conquer or fight. You don't actually need to kill everyone else on the map to win, which is, pretty cool. I think that's been a thing in 4Xs for a long time, but just keep that in mind. Your tale begins here, in the middle of the galaxy, in your home star system, Duze. Use the scroll wheel to zoom in, zoom out. So we have actually, the playing field is going to be all of this, which we haven't discovered yet. Also, the map is generated each session. And we are playing with bots currently, but you can play online. And there are also pirates. There's a PvE element to the game as well, which is going to be similar to people who played Endless Legend. So, greetings, Emperor. Are you sure you want to close the tutorial? Oh god, no, cancel. You click on the star system. There we go. Long ago, Dizay was colonized by the United Empire's starfaring forebears when they settled on Rhea, or however you say that. Today, it is the beating heart of the Empire's ambitions, but it can be made even stronger. To strengthen, you must master the production and exploitation of several resources. Only colonized planets' resources can be used. So what you do is, you're actually going to be colonizing a star system, and then you're going to be colonizing, like, the specific planets in that system. So you're going to be playing the game a lot through menus versus, like, literal action or anything like that. So get your spreadsheets out, baby. It's basically like that. So this one is colonized. You can also specialize them to focus on different resources if you want to. But, so yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of reading here. So you do have 3 resources, or a couple of resources. Mainly, it's going to be food, industry, dust. That's going to be the 3 that you really focus on. But of course, you're going to have influence and science. And influence plays a little bit differently, I think, in this game than Endless Legend, maybe. But regardless, food, industry, dust is something that you have in every Endless game. Dungeon of the Endless, you know, it works the same exact way. Endless Legend works the same way. And in this game, it's going to work exactly the same way. Essentially, basically, yeah. So, industry is going to be how fast you build stuff. Dust is going to be your currency, essentially. And food is going to be for your population. Food allows population increase. And it says right there, actually, if you hover it over it, in the bottom left. Now, again, I do want to apologize for this kind of first impression. It's not really an impression or a review. You guys already know my review on it. I recommend it to my top 10 new early access games. But this is going to be more of a first look. So we're going to be more explaining the game. Because honestly, I need to learn more of it myself, and these kind of games, that's like, that is the experience. The learning experience is the experience. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. So yeah, food allows population to increase. You want more manpower to do more stuff and things, yeah? Industry is used to build things, so you build, you know, your ships, you build your buildings, your stuff like that, these kind of things. You see, it'll say right down here, the cost is 160 industry, and it says 5 turns. The more industry you have, then the faster turns. You know, it only takes like 1 turn or 2 turns or something like that. And then dust, you know, that's for upkeep of your ships. It costs a certain amount. This is basically your currency. And all this actually has lore implications as well. All these games, the Endless games, have lore intertwined between them. So you are going to see like a planet Orga, which is kind of an important planet maybe. And you're probably going to get some gleamed information also on the backdrop of or the future. Like some of these games all take place in different time periods. So you're going to get like just more story with each of these games. Okay, so for example, on Rhea, with its population of 3, base production is multiplied by 3. The total FIDSI production of the systems scheduled for the next turn is displayed. I actually don't know what this means, so this is kind of new. What is this? Is this just all? Food industry. Oh, so this is just saying all the production. The total of all this of the system scheduled for the next turn is displayed in the side panel. So this is everything. Note that even though there is only a single colonized planet in the Duzai system, the total FIDSI production is greater than Ray's production. This is because the system improvements. Yeah, you can actually improve the system overall, which is going to be stuff like only shows improvements. So that's all we can build right now is system improvements. System improvements will play a vital role in your empire. So when you do the system improvements, it's going to improve like everything. Sometimes they're a little bit specific to see right here, per fertile, per planet, and then per temperate. So this one is fertile, temperate, and well, obviously a planet. And I think if these were colonized, we'd also get extra stuff. So I think what we want is what I always go for in these games is industry first, because the more industry you have, the faster you can build stuff, which accelerates your gameplay. There's different ways you can focus on science, you can focus on dust, and you can focus on food first. You can have all sorts of different crazy like play styles, but I guess I might want to build that first. Then the drone networks is food and industry. And then I guess I'll go with the cerebral reality. So that could be cool too. And then infinite supermarkets. I guess we'll just slap those down. because that's all we can build at the moment. It's probably going to tell us to build something else. Who knows? But anyways, yeah. So those are system improvements. In systems industry, yep, we already did that. And you can see the number of turns that it's going to take to build this. So like most interface elements, remember that you can get more details by hovering over each construction. It's going to tell you exactly what it is. Also, one thing that I really like about this game is that you get a kind of an understanding of the lore of the game if you actually read over here the flavor text. There's a lot of flavor text in this game, and all the Endless games have a ton of flavor text, and it's actually really, really good. So, you can only be built once in each system. That's right, guys. So you can only build one, like drone networks, for the whole system, for the whole star system. So keep that in mind. The construction at the top of the queue will use your systems industry immediately right there. There are some buildings that are just like infinite, so you want to have that on the bottom, maybe. Yeah, so there we go. And we can end the turn. So if we end the turn, it's going to go ahead and say 7 more turns left before this is built. There we go. As with other exploited resources, some food is produced every single turn, and like industry, it cannot be stockpiled and is immediately used. Naturally, the first use of food is feeding the existing system population. By the way, you don't want to run out of food, or you don't want to run out of dust. Big important stuff there. And if you have 0 industry, well, you're just not building anything, are you? I think influence is really important in this game, especially. Influence in Endless Legend was more of like an upgrade kind of system. This is a little bit different. I think diplomacy takes more of a front seat in this game. It could have been because I played the pacifist class previously, but still, I think so. Maybe you already noticed the different population types live in this system. Okay, so that's something I didn't realize. What does that do? You'll discover that many others exist across the whole galaxy, each with their own unique traits that can modify the planet-based productions. So there are different like civilizations. So we have Imperials, and then we have the Hisho. So we have different types of cultures and races that can join our faction, join our civilization total, and live in the star system, I guess? I'm not sure what that exactly does. I guess apparently they have unique traits that can modify the planet's base productions. So that's cool. Okay, around the system population count is the circular population growth gauge. Okay, when this fills up, a new unit of population will be added to the system. The number of turns before this happens is shown in the corner here. Yeah, so basically a lot of learning of 4X is just learning how the UI works, and then you're actually learning the real game. So that's kind of what this is basically going to be. And hopefully that's fine with you guys. For this first impression, you know, we're taking it chill. I got my hot chocolate. Hopefully you guys do too. And chillax. Also, you want to keep people happy. Keeping people happy is good. So while we're here, also notice the system science production. Science is going to be your talent tree. You know, if you want to build up, let's see, actually, we can click on this. So here's our talent tree. You can go military and get bigger weapons. You can go, I guess, more science and exploration. You're going to be able to colonize new planets faster and research stuff different and faster, maybe. Let's see, what is this? This is going to be empire development. As far as I can tell, this is like just defenses, maybe. Let's see. Oh no, this is going to give you more passive bonuses. But there's also, it looks like there's also some military-esque stuff in here too. Okay, so it's kind of more of a balance. And what is this? Economy and trade. Okay, yeah. So you have a couple of different ways you can kind of focus your empire. Let's see. I normally go full militaristic in all of these 4X games, but I think since this game has a bigger focus on politics, I might play a little bit differently. Maybe just go for empire development as a focus, or economy and trade. I almost never play that aspect. But yeah, so science production, the more science you have, then the faster, the less turns it takes to research these things. And they're pretty big things, guys. It's big, important stuff. Your knowledge regarding research is still a bit incomplete, obviously. Please return to the science. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay. Your empire may have found secrets of voyaging. Oh yeah, so when you go to different planets, you can find different, like, secrets and stuff, too. Science production must be used to research new technologies. The technology tree is split into 4 quadrants, which is what we just talked about, and science is the cost. Different technologies can enable very different effects. Yes, they can. So, food industry-related technologies are usually sensible strategy, because that's going to allow you to accelerate your game plan. So you can probably click one of these. What is this here? Let's see. Extra capacity. We have, what is this? Extra industry with planets with strategic deposits. We'll do that. Strategic deposits are going to be, well, deposits that are strategic. Select technology will take a fixed number of turns to be researched. Understood. So we'll end the turn there. And see, a turn passed, and there we go. Okay, so this is a cool mechanic with the Endless series of games, is you have quests. I like the quests. The Endless Galaxy is a rich one. And as your empire explores the stars, the chance of coming across unusual places and happenings where attention is needed is great. So there's also, see where it says solo quest? There's also cooperative quests, which is pretty crazy in a sort of, it's a battle royale type of experience. Like only one wins, only one person wins, and everyone else can drop out, right? So this is strange to have co-op quests, but you do have solo quests as well. And you can actually, if it's like Endless Legend, you can actually win through completing your quest line. So you could just kind of play it solo, just focus on, you know, your economy and building and trying to stay out of everyone else's affairs as much as possible, or use them as much as possible for your own gain to pursue your quest line. You also get rewards. So it says discover and colonize another star system by bringing a flag colonizer ship to a system that harbors a colonizable planet. So that's what we're going to do, and we get a extra hero. Yeah, there's hero units that we can use too, which can help us give us passive boosts to our colonies or give us really strong ships. So we're going to right-click out. Okay, right-click out. All right, so here's a fleet. Here we go in the hangar. We're going to select all. Let's go ahead and merge these guys. Okay, so now we have these units. If they're in the hangar, you got to pull them out. So now what we're going to do is we want to, let's see. We're probably going to send these droids out there. All right, so colonizer, patrol ship exploration. So we're going to explore probably. Click on the fleets where it did that, all fleets, there we go. You can actually make your own fleets. We don't have that option yet, but you can actually make your own ships, kind of, and you can see all their stats here. All these numbers are important, guys. All these numbers are super important. Trust me, I keep getting wrecked by pirates. Yeah, knowing the numbers and the combat ability of your ships is like a legit thing. Okay, now it's time to strike out from your home system to discover a habitable planet to colonize. Sorry, guys, it's early. Keep in mind that fleets cannot be modified or even redirected while traveling. That's right. Not while traveling. If they're docked, then you can do that, but not while they're actually traveling. So which way will I go? Well, I got sensors going out in that direction, so we're just gonna click here. And we're gonna see what's out in space this way. Did you notice that, like for your star systems, your fleets can see a certain distance across the galaxy? Beyond this, the crystalline sea hides mysteries, areas you have yet to discover. Note that other Empire's fleets will only be visible if they're within a range of vision. Right, so you can't see anything else. This is essentially the fog of war mechanic in the game. So we can only see what we know, but there's all these other civilizations on the ships running around there. There's also minor civilizations, which are going to be the PvE element. Even though I am playing against bots, you can play this with full players, but there's still going to be minor civilizations and like pirates and raiders. All right, now it's up to you to decide when to end the turn. So I think we're fine. Do we have a... I think we have a hero, so we have a settler and a patrol, so we don't even have our hero unit yet. So we're going to end the turn. This guy's going to move over. There we go. Hopefully we find a colonizable planet here pretty soon. There's Quarius. Let's see what Quarius has. Let's see. And here's all the different stats as well. And Quarius 2 as well. If we go here, we can actually see there's some curiosities. And we can research these, potentially. So this is going to be, if you played Endless Legend, this is going to be like the exploration, the dungeons, like diving into the dungeons. It's kind of like that. You just click it, and it's like, it rolls a dice, and it's like, what you find, and if it was successful or not. So, colonizable. So we can actually go here. It is colonizable. But we're going to continue in this direction and see what's over here. And hopefully we find something, which we did. So now we are in orbit of Regal. This is also colonizable, and it's got sexier stats, so I'm probably going to go do this one. So we're going to colonize this planet. Now, some races or cultures, civilizations, have different ways to actually colonize. The Unfallen, they actually colonize by extending routes from system to system, which is really weird. They don't just fly a ship and then colonize a single planet. They colonize entire star systems, but it takes longer, and it's hard. You have to defend them while they do that. So that's cool. This thing's actually really sexy too. If we can get this up and like, look at all that science. That's amazing. Obviously, like no food, no industry, but geez, dude, like this looks pretty sexy too. You can actually transform them even. You can turn them into deserts. You can terraform them and change around their stats if you want to. So here's my stuff. What is this? Greener grass, merchant's money. and freehold fanfare. Whoa, what is this? Anyways, so, well done with the outpost established. Migrants will begin to arrive on your new world from your empire in the form of automated civilian ships that you cannot control, such as overtime. Once enough of your people have arrived to form a single population unit, the outpost will become a colony and the system will be yours. Oh, okay, so that's how this race works. Be wary though, another empire may set up competing outposts. Use outpost actions to incite faster migration rates. Make sure you're the first to establish a colony. Okay, so this is a little bit different. I played the Unfallen first, so that's why I'm kind of confused here. So absorb 10 food each turn from opponent's outpost. So if somebody else wants to colonize this, I have to play one of these. We got some dust. I guess we'll just spam this. So that's for 10 turns, and that occurred there. The whole game plays in turns. Turns are also kind of a resource. And okay, so here we research plasma, metallurgy, and next up we can go to the research screen. And we can keep going with economy and trade. We could focus on that. Let's see, we got extra industry, which is cool. Let's see. I think I might want extra food as well. Yes, right here. Sustainable farms. I want that one next. Anything that kind of just help us get started sounds pretty good. Getting extra research could be cool too. And guys, remember, when you're researching these, it gives you the ability to build things. So this one, as you can see here, it gives me something that I can actually build. Let's see. So like most of these are things that you don't just research, you have to research them and then you have to actually produce them in the different systems. But next up, since this is a more militaristic type of faction, I'm going to actually go with probably initial experience on fleets. Yeah, let's do initial experience on fleets so they level up faster. And yeah, it should be good. And then we'll move up the military line there. So that's kind of what I want to do there. It is the tutorial, so I don't think it's really gonna let me lose, right? I don't know. We're gonna hit end turn though. Let's see, did this... Okay, so we have Primus here. This has a lot of planets. We really want to colonize this guy, actually. This guy seems to have a lot. The only issue, though, is that it looks like we can be attacked in multiple ways. At least our home base. It's very branching, so you got to think of that. People can probably skirt around and come attack us from some interesting ways. If they colonize that right there, that could be bad for us. Maybe. If we colonize this, I really think we want Primus. Primus is like the prime one to get. So, and remember, all these things are building there as well. All these things, everything is building all at once, so. There is going to come a time where you are just spamming end turn. You are just basically, like you have all of your strategies planned out. Oh, look at this. Hecka. So another star system over there. So a lot of the times you have everything planned out. You got nothing else to do. Though there probably is a lot of micromanaging I could do. But yeah. Discover and colonize a star system. So that's basically what it wants us to do. And it's kind of preparing us for the fact that, yes, you're going to be spamming end turns. See, you're waiting for it to research something. You're waiting to colonize something. And that's just going to be the gameplay. It still needs to play in turns, though, to be fair, especially with online gameplay, and also to calculate all the moves of all the other civilizations. But that's going to be the gameplay. It's going to be a whole lot of looking at static images. It's going to be a whole lot of non-gameplay, and you just got to make sure that when you actually make a choice, that just know it's really important, and make sure that you really think about it, which I tend not to, which is why I suck. So, yeah, we did that. Okay, we researched the thing. Super duper. Let's see. We can actually, let's go ahead and scout that out, and let's go. I'm just gonna throw that. Let's just throw that out there somewhere. Okay, so that's gonna be these things are gonna scout here. Let's see. And we are colonizing this. It will take 2 more turns to colonize it, and then we'll finish this quest here. It's gonna be pretty good. Let me get a sip of that hot chocolate, baby. Slightly not as hot now. I guess we've been taking a little bit of time with this first impression, have we not? Your outpost turned into a colony on Rigel. The Empire is ready to expand into the galaxy and bring its mighty civilization to new worlds, maybe even new patriots. Yeah. The first starship yards have just finished building their inaugural vessels, and now is the time to send them out into the waiting cosmos. The Empire must bring its civilization to the stars. It is our destiny. The Empire spreads among the stars, yes. So now we got a reward here as a hero, Dmitry Lenko. Hello, Dmitry. New minor civilization discovered, amoeba. Amoeba, basically Metroids. And we can actually, this is kind of interesting. So there are minor civilizations. Now, no player can take control of these, like, immediately. They're not a normal civilization. But this is completely AI controlled. So you can consider this player versus environment or monster element. But what you can do is you can start negotiations. And this is why you want to have a lot of different resources. So we're going to start negotiations. This one's free for here. Here's our diplomatic relations. And just through diplomacy, you then can take control of these guys or use their benefits and stuff. So here's some traits: temperate, groupthink. As you can see, they give bonuses. That's awesome. So you want to get this up through diplomacy. But I mean, if you are more militaristic, maybe like if you immediately started building for military, building lots of ships, you could just take over these guys and then use their benefits to accelerate your gameplay. So you can assimilate them in different ways, and we'll show that. So their special trait, assimilation. Whatever actions you choose, once assimilated as well. Yeah, we get those things. So that's what these are. So we have groupthink and then temperate are going to be the specials there. So what we can do here is we can choose, let's see, we can praise them. Just, hey, you guys are pretty cool. I like your amoeba like stuff you got going on there. We can just declare war. We can assist them. They'll give us a little quest to do. But we're just going to praise them. We're going to be like, hey, good job. And we can keep spamming that if we wanted to. But yeah. Or we declare war, So we can just do that, praise them, make them pretty happy. The happier they are, then the more stuff they'll give us and stuff and things. And yeah, it's super cool. No, I don't want to cancel. I don't want to cancel that. So yeah, groupthink here. Okay, start negotiations. My bad. Okay. I praised them. I did the praise. Oh wait, once officially strong diplomatic relations have been reached, they will give you your stuff. That's basically what it's saying. Okay. Yes. Yes, I understand. I have... Okay. There we go. And we discovered a new minor civilization as well. These are some robot-looking dudes. We can start negotiations. I don't have any more influence. See, here, influence is used almost like a currency. So these guys have warmonger and selfless. Okay. So we're going to just kind of close out of all that. With the word of the Empire's expansion having reached the fabled academy, Dmitry Lenko has decided to rejoin the Empire. Open the hero management. So we're going to learn about heroes in the game now. Okay, so, heroes. Oh, wait. The counselor focuses on emperor-wide resource. Okay, so this guy's a counselor. There are other types of heroes that specialize in different things, and you can actually, they have traits that you can, or skills that you can give them. But basically, it looks like this guy focuses on, giving you a lot of industry, right? Industrialist. Oh, that's his political party. Again, politics are a big part of the game. So yeah, he's going to focus on passing laws that give more industry and things like that. At a sacrifice for other things, of course, but... So we want to assign him to a system, and we're going to assign him to our home system of Duze. Confirm. And then we're going to tell him to, he's going to do stuff with industry, basically, and he's going to help the that star system with stuff and things. So yeah, you can do that. Heroes can be assigned to a star system, or you can use them in a fleet, like in a ship. If they die in a ship, they don't actually die, I think. It's kind of weird. Heroes can be assigned to star systems. Heroes incur a dust upkeep cost. That is true. The more heroes you have, the more dust it costs. Okay, to recruit new heroes into your empire, you must discover the system where the Fabled Academy is located. Yes, or build the Academy Embassy. Yeah, you can actually build the Academy Embassy to get more heroes. Heroes are strong. Yeah, so it could be viable to just focus on getting lots of heroes. So I can show his assignment location. I put him in Dozai. And that's where he's going to be managing. There's also freaking elections in this game, which I don't actually know how that fully works. Everyone is pretty content here. Everyone's doing pretty good, I guess. We got some things that we can actually build here. So let's get some more food because our population is... Yeah, so let's get some more food and then more industry. And I guess after that, we'll build one more settler. We probably want 3 patrols as well to go with that settler. So... You can have up to 4 units in a army, so keep that in mind. End the turn, construction queue. Oh, and Regal. Okay, what's up? Now, first things first. Okay, we'll get food. I normally do industry, but I feel like we might need some food. Hot. This is more food for cold and hot. It's temperate. Well, this is gonna be food and industry, so that's good. And then once we get that, I guess we'll get plus 10. I guess we'll just do this. We'll just slap this stuff on and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so we got that. So that's all queued up. That's all good. What is this? This is a drone that's actually going to protect us. Let's see. What are these guys? Oh, these are the amoebas. The amoebas, the Metroids hang out over there. Okay, so just in case the Metroids or somebody wants to attack us, I'm going to leave this ship here probably. Just kind of hang out. You do have to be in orbit to defend and attack. So, all right, we'll just set that. And I guess we can just hit end turn. If you have anything forgotten, it'll tell you. It's like, hey, something's being unused. Okay, so here's a cooperative quest. And a lot of flavor text here. We're not going to read through all that. But backtrack the paths of heroes by exploring 5 atmospheric curiosities. Basically, you want to do this as soon as possible. Okay, so there we go. A random quest that can be done cooperatively. And the curiosities, actually, I think we could go do one right now since we have a ship here. Is there any curiosities here? Okay, there's no curiosities here. We might, let's see, might be able to go here. Oops. And okay, so it's going to be these things, but you might need a, nope. Okay, so we need to orbit. Let's go over here. Let's go hang out over here. We'll go get the ship over there, and then we'll go discover these curiosities here. Oh, the United Empire is an influence and industry-based faction. So that's what we want to, yeah, so politics and industry. Let's click on the technology screen in the control banner in order to learn more. You can also click on your system. So yeah, you can build a lot, and I didn't know that it was an influence-based as well. It kind of makes sense with the political background. Okay, so what is this? Like most factions, the United Empire can unlock new technologies using the science resource to research. Yeah, obviously. Select an initial technology from the technology tree if you want to learn more. Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I need to research this right here. Basically, you need to research 1 of these to unlock the next tier. You need to research 2 of these to unlock the next tier, 3, 4, 5. So you can just focus on, you know, one direction and just go super high tier and then wreck everybody from there. Okay, so, or you can be more balanced. You can do whatever you want, really. I mean, that's the point of the strategy games is you pick the strategy. Select an initial resource. I can select this, you know. Okay, no, if you have enough reserves, you can buy out using influence. Oh, I didn't actually know that. You can actually just straight up buy out things. That's pretty cool. I did not know that, actually. Did not know you could use influence to just buy out things. So that's great. Okay, cool. So influence is also used for like a political currency. Neat. Roger that. Did I not do that? Science per turn is 44. This can only take 1 turn. I'm just gonna hit end turn. This is gonna be research. There we go. Now we get the next tree there. So we can, let's see, autonomous construction, manpower, more manpower, armored units for ground battle. Oh, there's also, there's space battles, and then there's ground battles when people attack your civilization directly with, on ground. And then we get, you purchase different modules, actually. So yeah, the different modules, you customize your ships with those. We'll show that off before the end of the first impression for sure. Again, I'm sorry for the elongated first impressions here, but that's just, this, dude, seriously, these matches take like days. If you're really casual, it could be a week of gameplay. It's intense. So yeah, we can research something else. So I'm just gonna pick a defense module. Let's see, I'm not gonna even click on the weapon one, actually. So let's go with autonomous construction, and then we're playing the tutorial, so I don't think, yeah, we'll go with a support module. This is defense support. Defense support. I mean, we gotta click another one of these. But normally, I guess we'll go with this one. We'll go with that one. All right, so we're gonna learn those 2. And then next we have start expedition for curiosities in the system. Let's go ahead and we're on the ship right now, by the way. So we're gonna click this. We're looking for some curiosities, so we can click this. And then we got an expedition successful, and we found these things. Remember, we're doing a quest for this as well. So we got some loot. Oh, a new event, Eternal Sunshine. Let's see. +1 food per population on planets for 20 turns. Cool. And I think we are, what is this? Cannot afford 1 probe. So we can't afford another probe at the moment. Now, what is this? Our quest log. So here's the quest log, yeah. That's what we're doing here. Okay, open the newly accessible Empire screen so we can just see our whole Empire and, you know, stats and figures and things. Remember, information is power, especially in a 4X, yes. Hover the cursor over the side panel. Learn the unique faction affinity. So what is this faction's unique stuff? I don't actually know. This is turned off for the tutorial, but trust me, guys, all these different factions are totally different. So minus 25% over colonization penalty. That's pretty cool. Patriots. Okay, so basically we're all about recruiting a ton of people, are we not? Xenolinguistics. Start with this technology already discovered. That's pretty good. So we immediately get a lot of industry. We immediately can get a lot of population. I think we need to keep them fed though. And then also everyone is generally pretty happy. So we can focus more on other things or emphasize these things and win the game like that. So you can actually take their traits and use it as a balancing point or use it as a focus point, or you just spearhead through the game. This one seems a little bit more vanilla. There's some races that are just like really different. And sometimes like this seems vanilla, but maybe even this thing, over colonization penalty, maybe this seems really small, but maybe we can actually abuse this, mathematically, because that's what this game's all about, to just spread our seed all throughout this star systems. Like ridiculous. Victory conditions. Okay, so here's the victory conditions. I actually haven't seen all these. Triumph can come in many disguises in an endless galaxy. The victory hexagon displays the 6 different ways that victory can be attained. So yeah, this is your win condition. That's what you want to aim for. You got to pick one and go with it. So we have score. At the highest score at the last turn of the game, which is going to depend on the game settings. It looks like mine is set for 300. So we have 300 turns. We have supremacy. Bring all major factions' home systems under your control. We have Conquest. Bring a certain percentage of star systems under your control. We have Science, which is going to be research all 4 victory technologies. So yeah, if you just get left alone, right, and you could just research everything, you can do that. Economy is just basically you have so much money that you basically would be able to buy out the entire universe. Then you have Wonder. So build the victory wonder, which is kind of like, that's your quest. That's going to be your unique factions quest all the way up to the wonder. I've built 0 out of 3. Yeah. I believe this is the system here. So number of quests completed. Yeah. So that's how that works. So there's a couple of different ways you can play the game. It's going to be some give and take. Some factions might be more focused on one versus the other. So I'm assuming since this is an industry and influence based, you might be more conquest like, supremacy, score, maybe even. But again, you might be able to use these as a balancing point to start off, on the right foot or the left foot, and then use your right foot to go in a different direction. Maybe, possibly. So that's the fun of 4X, of strategy games, period, is you pick the strategy and you try it out. As long as you know how the game works, which is a video like this, hopefully will help you and me, because I need to learn too. So we learned all of that. There we go. Good stuff. Learn how they can transform your fortunes by opening the economy screen. Here's the economy. I have no idea how this works, actually. There's luxury resources, and these can be used for things and stuff, so. Nobody knows why certain miraculous specimens appear in the galaxy in some places and not others, but what is certain is that luxury resources can change empires. They are important. That's really all I know. With up to 16 unique specimens able to exist in the galaxy, they are automatically exploited from other planets that have revealed luxury deposits. So yeah, you're going to go to different planets, and they're going to happen to have extra resources. That's not just dust, industry, and food. They're extra, and then they do special things. So this one, dustidious trees give extra dust per population on planets. Luxury resources can be used for many things, most notably upgrading your star systems. In order to start such system development projects, stage 3 of the economy and trade quadrant, the technology tree. So if you do go in that direction, you can really abuse these. And you can also trade between different empires, so keep that in mind. So if you are focused on trading an economy, you're probably going to want to start negotiations with other factions and ask for these luxuries that really they might not be using. Okay, so solo quest started, chapter 1, Hidden Rebellion. So here we go, we have a new quest, again, flavor text hype, and we can actually, there's choices in this game. So it's not just a quest, do a thing. We actually have choices that are gonna affect the gameplay. We're gonna go with Intimidate here, and we're just gonna do stuff. There we go. Okay. Diplomatic relations changed with Amoeba. The minor civilization will provide you, okay, so they're no longer neutral, we're now cordial. So now we get a small benefit of what they got, and we can now repair and retrofit ships if we go to their system. So that's good. I'm glad they're not super hostile with us. They're friendly, and at a point, you can actually fully integrate them into your system. So you can actually focus on that and running around finding all the neutrals and accruing them. I like to play that faction in Endless Legend myself. Okay, so yeah, we want to continue to explore here if we can. We cannot afford one probe. Actually, I don't know how we can afford a probe. How long does the probe take? It takes one, okay, I think one more turn, and I get 2 probes to use. I get 1 probe, so here we go. Go ahead and research this. Expedition successful. We got some extra loot and things and stuff. Yeah. It's telling me to click on this. Okay, so here's the law system, which is going to be like the politics. So these are going to be passive gains, or there's give and take here. So you want to pass a law. So let's go ahead and click on to pass a law. We have the Super Tax Act. As you can see, people are basically not happy, but you know, based on the population, we get way more dust. We can also get the Cram Exam Act, which is going to give more science, but at the same time, people aren't going to be quite as happy. You got to keep this in mind. Luckily, our faction starts with a little bit of happiness. So we're going to go with this. We're going to take away some happiness, I guess, and we're going to go with science. So we can research that military, and then we can use that. Or we can just go lower fleet costs. So we can just have a huge, much bigger military. Right now, we're not using this. This is more important. So you can actually pass laws at certain times, and then you can also get rid of laws. So, yeah. End turn. Now, here's the election system, which I have no idea how it works, so I should probably read this. Past laws immediately apply their powerful effects on the Empire. However, an upkeep and influence must be paid. So influence is going to be like a big currency, guys, based on the number of systems owned and the law power. If paying this upkeep becomes impossible, then laws start being abrogated. Nice vocabulary word. So, industrialists, and we have militarist, religious. You can actually assign heroes to these different parties here. So, all right, next step. And then here's the screen, which I have no idea what it does. Votes break down by system. Okay. Yes, we know. And then there we go. So it looks like, okay, so this is weird. The pacifist faction seems to be growing a little bit. I don't know if I like that. I wanted to go more militaristic. I mean, it's a tutorial, but that's just, you know, just what I'm saying. Anyway, so we're just going to end the turn here. I think we got another probe we can use here, because we do have that quest we want to research. Deed Consolidator of Systems failed. Be the first to control 4 star systems. So there's also these objectives that you kind of just have to know or memorize. So it looks like somebody is controlling 4 star systems already. We only have 2. So somebody is just on the move, just, you know, spreading the seed through the space. So we're going to research this. What do we got going on here? All right, more trees, more loot. Okay, cool. Cool stuff. I think we got some over here we can research, or was I mistaken? No, there's none here. I think there might be one over here. No, there's none here. Wait, was I on the wrong screen? Yeah, there's none here. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, to colonize planets that you haven't yet colonized, it says inhospitable. You can see right here, missing technology, adaptive bureaucracies. And then you can control click to show where that is. So if I research this, then I can actually colonize that planet. So it could be really good to focus on researching that kind of stuff if you want to spread it as well through the universe. It's kind of a cool limiter, a little balancing act. All right, so this guy, we already researched everything there. We're going to go ahead and just kind of explore down there. All right, autonomous construction has been built. That's cool. Amoebas, I guess they're happier now. That's cool. I thought I'd been doing this. It says 0 of 5. Oh, those are probably very specific ones, actually. There are as few in number. Okay, wait. 5 atmospheric curiosities. Freaking Frackle, dude. Actually, is it going to be like... Sometimes it'll show exactly where you need to go? I thought I was going the right direction. Anyways. Okay, a little bit confusion. That's going to be your first experience playing this game, too. Is just pure confusion, basically. Yeah, that's being researched. That's cool. No, I'm fine with that. I'm total. Oh, wait. Okay, you come far in researching technologies. The bad news, some ship modules can't be used on civilian ship hulls. Military ship hulls can be found via technologies. Look for the ship. Look for the ship. The what? Yeah, these are ship. So it's gonna be like, does it want me to research this? I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know what this tutorial wants me to do. I did a thing. So there we go. Oh, what is this? What is going on over here? A solar nebula. Well, hello, friend. We got anything going on in here? Looks like nothing. What is this? Can this be colon? What is this? This node must be within your influence zone in order to benefit from its effect. So we needed this in our, okay, we needed this in our influence zone, my dudes. We need this in our influence zone. That's what we need. What is going on here? Yeah, so we discovered this flavor text type. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Nice-oo. Okay, and we came over here, which has one planet, a huge gas planet, which has, okay, yep. This is almost there. There we go. Yeah, so sometimes you're gonna be clickety-clacking that end turn. We can research this. A minor civilization. That's random. Expedition successful. Sweet. Cool stuff. Okay. Anyways, so I think I'm a little bit confused at what I want to do right now. But as you can see, we haven't actually gotten to combat at all. Like, this game is really slow paced. We are 10% of the way through the match right now. Obviously, this first impression has gone on a really, really long time. So let's go ahead and immediately, let's just start kind of spamming our way through the game. And, oh, I need to research actually, I think. Technology screen. I actually don't want focused plasma. We're gonna go straight into the combat here. So we're gonna go for missiles. Yeah, we want missiles. Let's go with survival suits, and let's go with hardened alloys, probably. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Okay, so we're gonna research those things while all that's happening. Keep spamming end turn, and we're gonna be trying to get these things. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get more industry, and then. Now with all these buffs, we're not going to build these defenses yet until we see enemies. But now once we get a lot of industry, we're going to be able to spam a lot of these. Also, it seems that not every civilization, this is a big point here. This civilization actually starts with the ability to buy out. Not every civilization has that. So we're not going to spend that. That's a huge amount of influence points. I mean, that's for desperation. So now we're gonna get our patrol dudes. We can actually build a fleet now. So actually, if we go here, I'll show you the create fleet thing. We're gonna do this later though too. But yeah, you can choose a class of ship that you have, and then you can actually slot different not modules on to do different stats. You know, like different weapons, you know, all that good stuff. Different types of defenses, all that good stuff. So that's something that we'll be doing later as well. And turn. So yeah, we got some ships coming in. They're being built extremely fast. And since we're just kind of focused on this, we're going to do that. Also, since we're not micromanaging this guy, we might as well set him to like auto-explore. I think we can do that. There are no visible curiosities that you can explore in the system. Let's see, I guess not. I guess we'll just focus over here. Or we'll go this way. Oops. Yeah, let's send this dude over here. All right. And here, let's end the turn. Objective completed. Be the first to produce 100 dust in a single star system. Well, I'm so glad for you guys. Awesome. If it's the first time playing a 4X, you're gonna have to get used to you not being the first to do things. Also, keep in check, you know, that you're positive in all these areas. Make sure you're not going negative. Make sure that. Oh, and unlike Endless Legend, there isn't a seasons. I mean, it's space, so that doesn't really happen. But there's not seasons or anything like that. Oh, there's a battle. Okay, where you actually get to show the combat of the game. So it looks like we ran into a pirate. So I'm gonna hit watch just so you guys can see that. You don't have to. It's all automatic anyways, unlike Endless Legend. So we're gonna go to advanced, and you can actually see we have different tactics. Different factions start with different tactics, and you can research different tactics as well. So we have barrage fire, and you can kind of see how like the ships are gonna move here. Wait, what is my ship actually good at doing? I think it's really strong. It looks like my ship's strong long range. So we're gonna go with this. You can actually see the win. I think the optimum this, whatever. We will probably win this fight. We have a higher chance of winning, unless they pick a better strategy. It's almost rock paper scissors. So as you can see here, we're not good at long range. We're not great at medium range, but we will win close range. We're going to focus on this. 50% increase due to morale effect on fleet. The fleet is very moral right now. So I guess we're going to fight it like this. Now, you need to keep in mind, actually, what the enemy might do in their enemy ships. If they do energy damage or not. So I might want energy, shields. It depends. but that's still more focused on long range. And if they have lasers, they'll totally destroy us. So we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna hit fight, and you're gonna see the gameplay. Again, you don't need to watch this. It could give you an idea of how the battles actually take place mathematically with a visual representation. We got all these popped up, so you can actually watch this. So that ship design looks pretty cool. And we can actually fast forward here, and you kind of see the combat take place. There's an overview camera, so you can actually see the movement. You can see exactly what's happening, where, how. It looks like there's the firing rate, maybe shields, something. I don't know, some stuff and things. So we're actually seeing that we are, I think, are we getting wrecked? We're mainly fighting at a medium range here, which is we're not great at. Again, does this guy actually have lasers? What does this guy got? And we actually had a grave defeat. See, okay, so he happened to choose a strategy against us. So just because we chose a strategy that might have been good for close range, doesn't mean that they will as well. And the two strategies kind of combined. So we had higher chances of winning that, but we ended up losing it, it seems. So there's some things that I still don't understand about the game, and I guess that was my inexperience and me getting wrecked. So, what a tragedy that happened. So this guy actually leveled up. Your heroes do level up through time, and since he's managing, we're going to want to focus on industry, food, let's see, also influence as well there. So yeah, we're going to get more influence, which is pretty great. Actually, we're going to go with, yeah, we're going to keep the, okay, so food, industry, and dust on assigned planets, apply skills. Sounds good to me. Also, he had starting skills. Didn't realize that. Pretty good stuff. Fantastic. So there we go with that. And that's basically going to be kind of the game. I think as much as I can show you, I think I showed you every window, basically. And then you want to just continue on, get more technologies, spread out through the system, colonize more planets, and just do what we just did, but more and more in depth. I'm sure there's some things I missed. It's a really deep game that's deceivingly simple, you know? It really seems like there's just a few star systems here, there. It seems like there's only a few options, but the true complexity is going to be in the politics, especially in multiplayer, when you're, you know, actually weighing the different resources against each other, these different choices. They're really important, and over 300 turns, it can be pretty intense. So, for first impressions, though, I think, or first look, really, because there's a difference. This isn't quite a review. All I can really do is this. This is really all I can show. I'm sure there's more to the game, absolutely. So if I'm missing anything, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm honestly trying to learn this game myself, though I'm still trying to learn Endless Legend with all the DLC packs and everything. That game's ridiculous too. But yeah, this is a 4X early access. I did put it in my top 10 early access games of 2017. I think it's neat. I think it's cool. Obviously, I'm still a noob, but again, I want to stress, even though I'm not good at the game, even though I don't really know much about the game because it's so deep, that's like the point of these games. They're strategy games, and they're really complex, and the learning experience and the experimentation is the game. That's the fun, especially when you have friends in and you start doing some weird gimmicky stuff. It's super cool. Okay, so that's all I can say. Hopefully the gameplay intrigued you enough. Again, this is more of a early morning, late night, hot chocolate type of game, and hopefully you have fun with that. Let me get some hot chocolate. Nope, that is some cold chocolate. Oh, yep, okay, well, I wish I sipped that sooner, but anyways, you get the idea, guys. Hope you have fun. My name's Skylent, and I'll see you in the next one.